Hi there, signs of Virgo. This is Kim here to do a reading, and it's going to be a next 48-hour reading for you. So kind of called to do your reading today, your messages. What are we going to pull? I think we're going to pull an angel number message, a tea leaf, and then we'll get into the reading, and I'll pull a Celtic cross spread for you. Hope you're doing really good. Thanks for joining me. I hope you subscribe and hit that like button as a tip if you like it, if you end up liking the reading. This is the angel number messages deck off Etsy. 23, I'm adventurous. Saying you have a zest for life here. Needing to feel change and excitement. So this card is like something is about to kind of really change because you're needing adventure. For whatever reason, things have been kind of just you've been needing adventure. Okay. So 24 is about having to kind of handle all of those roles of protector, provider, nurturer, and it's about generously giving from the heart. So it is for sixes, and sixes vibrate on that love, harmony type level. So that was 24, and then they have 29. I am insightful. You're highly intuitive and creative. Your mind thinks in pictures, and you seem to. So you're able to visualize what you're thinking about, and maybe you can see more into a situation or into a person, or something like than others. Maybe you can read into others, maybe thinking and feeling, reading into others, tapping into others energy maybe. That's interesting. Okay, so maybe learning some empathic skills. I don't know why that's coming out with this I am insightful, but it is. Grapes, time to go out and have fun, and that's, there, we'll put that with the adventurous. I am adventurous. Grapes. Carriages, a journey, either physical or mental. This reminds me of Fruit of the Loom. Doesn't it remind you? Remember the commercials where they used to, maybe they still might have those, but they dress up as the fruit. Right. So carriage, the journey is gonna be long, but physical or mental carriage. It is the journey. Kind of giving off some chariot vibes there. So bell, I have an announcement, and then just insightful here. You don't have to be too insightful. Then you've got at the same time diamond. You'll be giving or receiving a precious gift. Diamond, bell, instead of the sea. What else does that? So what does it look like? Okay, so that's neat. Well. I'm going to put that back there. On the bottom, handshake. And it looks like a ring. A meeting with a stranger that could be important. A meeting with a stranger that could be important. Okay, so let's go into this, into the tarot. Just regular tarot. And Golden Nouveau Tarot to clarify. So, messages for Virgo. We have strong messages of either commitment or just a precious gift with that diamond. Also, something feels like it is a gift and it's multifaceted. So there's many ways to see, enjoy, and experience something. Okay, carriage. Bottom of the deck is the Eight of Cups. And so there's kind of like that journey. Yeah, that journey. So it's leaving one thing, leaving something behind is kind of usually an emotional time. All right. What do we have? Oh my goodness, you have the Ten of Cups. Wow. Careful consideration is popping off of that card really strong. Patience, careful consideration. Why is the Wheel of Fortune up there like that? Okay, so yeah, let's definitely get some clarification, because this is not the easiest reading, but we'll get into it. The Queen of Cups in the reverse. Could be dealing with Pisces, you don't have to, but the Queen of Cups in the reverse has to do with needing to maybe open up a little bit more to love and receiving for the self. Now, and so that you might see that reflected in their inability to have really good loving connections, strong loving connections. Like they may have connections, but because of the direct relationship to the way they are able to love themselves, it affects other. So this card is saying, okay, we're definitely either focus on that, or this is a person who you feel possibly with like emotionally manipulative. I'm even getting like trying to get information just to manipulate. So it's like selfish reasons for something loving and manipulating. Trying to manipulate, emotionally manipulated. Okay, tell me more about the Queen of Cups in the reverse. If this was you, you could just be simply really needing somebody to talk to and not have anybody around or available at the moment to talk to. So Queen of Cups in the reverse. Beautiful. You have the Ace of Pentacles. Loving that. Absolutely loving that. Ace of Pentacles is a big opportunity. I'm kind of wondering, and it could be a really big gift too from the universe. You could look at it like that, or somebody giving you something that will lead to a financial growth, maybe long-term, something long-term. I guess it just depends on the path when you get on it, but it's definitely leading to increase in money. And maybe the opportunity, oh, look at those rays. Look at those rays of light. I like that. So with the full energy here and the Ace of Pentacles, these rays are kind of like enlightenment to possibly your new opportunity, where one would just have to have faith like in the unseen here, and when they say a beginner's mind, like look at your situation without trying to compare so much to the past, so without bringing the past in and judging ideas, or very highly judgmental, like leaving those things, yeah, leaving that stuff behind. So this is one foot in front of the other towards whatever journey this is. There's a lot of light, sun rays, shine, sunshine. Something was really good here. I feel like there may be a situation where you can't even take a break here. But if you notice, you have 444 in your reading. and they're all in the reverse. And to me, that's really a sign that you just get ready, because there's something about your path that whatever it is, that a direction will be changed of some sort. A path, something about the path will change, and we're going to try to get to that. The crowning energy, so the energy really affecting everything, is the hope that everybody is okay and happy and satisfied. I mean, look at all of the cups up there. Emotionally fulfilled. Family, kids, everyone involved is at a state of contentment, or at least that is the energy that you're being influenced by, and that it's probably something that you have created. So why do we have the Ace of Wands in the reverse then? What's the Ace of Wands in the reverse for the environment? And then we're going to go back to the main issue. Just want to clarify this. Because we don't think that we're getting the truth from a person that, I don't know, we thought they were going to be very dependable. We thought that they would come through for us. And there's somewhat of a letdown. This is in the environment right now. So this is like, I couldn't trust this person, or I did put some trust in this person. I feel like they're related to this full energy here. So Virgo, that could be your own energy, or Aries energy is coming in really strong too. All right, so now that I know that that is past person and past undependable, or somebody that was not reliable, swiftly something changes though. When you let go of how your good news has to come across to you, specifics. Tell me about the Four of Swords in the reverse. Needing maybe a timeout. Oh yeah, it's the card that I burnt accidentally on the candle, but it's a really good deck. I'm not throwing the whole deck away for that. Five of Pentacles. Yeah. So we're working, trying to get out of some kind of not bind necessarily, hardship. Everyone going through the same type of financial hardships and worries. This could be about worry over somebody's health too. It can be because of this temporary change. There's just so intense, it can drive you back to your spiritual roots, or to a church, or if it wasn't a church, something spiritual led you back to some kind of spirituality, and it's going to change the path. And so listen, that's really good to know that something here is definitely temporary, and it's what you're dealing with right now. Okay. Tell me about the Hermit in reverse for the challenge. The Four Cups, another stinking Four Cups. You see that? 4, 4, 4, 4. Wow, and I think it wants to come out down there, so I'm going to leave it there. But the Hermit in reverse. You've already, it feels like you've already done a lot of thinking. Feels like, so if you're into a situation, really into it, wanting to take some kind of change or have some kind of fresh new start, it can be because this has long been over it. You've been over it. I'm not sure if it means a partnership or if it's like a relationship, but there's been a while, and it's almost like it's time for you to come out of your shell, because it feels like the heart got really closed off because of this is so much energy of boredom and discontent. And because of that, there's this withdrawal into yourself, withdrawal from people, maybe even isolating yourself. This is coming out of that, and this is coming out of that with the Hermit card too. And it's also, of course, your own energy, right? Wow, this is a crazy reading. Okay, so it's good, but it is your fours. I would definitely look up the fours. I would hang on till the end of the reading, then we can see what other numbers like come out to reinforce that, but that's pretty nifty. Page of Wands in the reverse as how you're feeling. Whoa, look at that. And I about bent the card too. I feel like it's saying don't make the same choices that lead to the same bad influence friends, or overdoing it. It's like you're in the energy of being very serious, while there's challenging energies around of irresponsibility or undependable, like this, not coming through for someone, making the same bad decision over and over, investing in something that didn't turn out right. So the Three of Cups is a challenge to you. Maybe it's finding a group of like-minded friends that are as serious as you are about something. All right, so crowning you, though, the Ten of Cups, right? Tell us more about the crowning energy. The Eight of Wands. Ooh. Okay, if it's talking about... if it is talking about social media, it's communication on social media. It could be talking about that, and it can be talking about being just like hit by Cupid's arrow because something hits you really fast and then things pick up from that point. This can be incoming news or communication in different ways. But because the communication is so open, true, there's something here that we feel like we're not getting the whole truth on. It has to do with this. But for the most part, we're focusing on the good news. We're focusing on the good stuff. And now you have 8, and they're upright. So that's a really good sign for prosperity, abundance. And something like telling you that putting love first and others' wants and needs as well as yours, and opening lines of communication is going to speed up the direction of your emotional fulfillment. Your fairy tale, your 10 of Cups. Woo. This situation, however, okay, so we're going to this next. This is in the environment. I have the Ace of Wands, and then we clarified it earlier in the beginning because I'm being drawn to this. This is why I've been drawn to this issue, is because it's something big that you're ready to release, like a self node. It might be about ready to, something about an investment, or because sometimes this Knight of Pentacles, if it's in the reverse, is holding on so tightly that instead of abundance vibration, it's kind of like you've, because of gripping so tightly, it's like over time, like that energy becomes one of fear and of fear of scarcity, or whatever it is. So that becomes a different vibration than making these things like slow but steady progress. So I feel, I don't know, I don't, it's not going to be a person for all, but it is a situation where the thoughts were, or your thoughts on this was that it was betrayal little by little. I always say death by 1,000 paper cuts because they're little small things normally, and they all add up. And you can't think anymore about this. Like, you won't think anymore about it, and you can't think anymore about it. Taking the energy just right out of you. But I have the Magician on the bottom of the deck. So perhaps this ending is just you finally wrapping up and putting behind you, like in one of those like caboodle or Tupperware things, like putting it all, packing it all, and then putting it in the attic. That's what you're doing with it. You still can reflect. You can still look on it. but it's going to be in the attic because you really don't need to be around it or see it too much. And when you're ready to release and let go of it, you will in your own time. 10-10, patience. There's divine timing playing out. Another big message for you. You all are getting a lot of messages compared to the other signs. This carriage card might have something to do with somebody being rather late. But I feel like this is the person that's always late. And so therefore, not just that, but there's something about not trusting in this again because of the Ten of Swords. Yeah. So tell me about the Knight of Pentacles in specific. It has something to do with your Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So to me, this energy is either it says something that's not a good offer, it doesn't pay you for your time or compensation, like you don't get enough, or this is you just simply really not enjoying this craft or skill. Whoa, Three of Wands in reverse. But what you don't see coming, has something to do with the World in reverse. So hang on, let me figure this out. So something that isn't working, if it's a person, it could be regarding this person too, or it can be regarding work, or it can be talking about, you know, just something that's not working out at work. So it could be the end of one job, the starting of another. It feels like there's a completion, like something that needs to be wrapped up, and like we kind of know that something has to be wrapped up. I think I'm supposed to do that. All right. What is this? Falling off the bottom. So this is about the Queen of Swords. It's about speaking your truth about this situation that you don't feel works out or is working out. And it might have to do with your work, or it might have to do with somebody, I would even say that you work with or that you've hired. There's something kind of unexpected and you don't feel like you've gotten the whole truth. It was a past issue, like it's still a past issue. And so the Queen of Swords has that ability to logically connect with the mind and figure out, you know, what is it that I have to cut out in order to protect what I have or who I'm with? And where do my boundaries need to be? Because this could be like a redrawing, you know, you're drawing the line after something ends. So this is unexpected. It's like something interrupted the plans or something like that. So your hope is for what you've planned. Maybe that's what you're doing at this time. Here is the Death card in reverse, major change and transformation. So giving time, having patience with yourself. The hope could be that you take a lot of time with this transition or transformation because of the importance of it. With the Four of Pentacles in the reverse as the future energy, I said that probably has to do with either one, could have to do with the rubble that you deal with whenever a foundation has been kind of cracked. So how do you either rebuild or how do you build, period, from that point? Well, it has a lot to do with your thinking. Maybe inserting a little bit more play, because that all serious no play will mess with kind of the natural way of everything. So the Nine of Swords is worry. It can be insomnia. It's usually like a helpless feeling towards the Ten of Cups. Why towards the Ten of Cups? The Ten of Cups in the reverse, feeling like somebody's missing. Would like to have this person back at a reunion. Okay, so when this person, I don't know who this person is, but when you think of this person, you would like to have them around because things were more playful or fun with them. Maybe it was someone that you worked with or something like that. So that's the something missing that would have you in a little bit more of a playful mood. that's interesting. That was interesting message. So now you have 10, 10, 10. Whew. All right, strong energies here, Virgo. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Knight of Wands. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide, you can't run. I'm gonna find you and take it slow. Remember that song, Slowly? Fuji's. There is no right time, it feels like. But there is some kind of separation of you and like a soul mate. It's never the right time. And that's the message. However, ready or not, here I come. That could be somebody that is, you know, reminds you, or is somebody from your past that's coming back in. For sure, it could be. Let me get another card. Coming in for some fast healing that you didn't think was coming. There's just something about ready or not, here I come. You can't hide, you can't run. I'm gonna. Two of Swords. Two of Swords. Making a really big decision. It may be to make a decision to split, or making a choice between this person, or whatever it is. It's moving, it's deciding I'm finally going to deal with something that needs to be healed. Doesn't necessarily have to be from the past. But, okay, so I have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Soulmate separation, but also something that wasn't moving in the right direction. Maybe that you... Tell me more about this Knight of Cups in the reverse. So who we're dealing with, we could be thinking that this person right down here isn't genuine, or that their words don't match their actions, that the things are never going to change. There's an issue with cooperating and working well with this person. And I feel like with the Three of Pentacles that whoever the Knight of Wands represents, it's like saying no to one offer, or maybe not apology, maybe proposal, something that's been proposed to you. So that not moving forward, but cooperation and collaboration with somebody else, or someone else. Maybe laying down the groundwork for something else. Losing your attachment to your the thinking that leads you down a negative spiral. Sun in reverse, and 10 of Wands in reverse. I think this is a message of not knowing that somebody is about to like pack it up and go somewhere. Or feels like it. And I think that's something that will be maybe exposed. Can't handle all of this. Too much like stress to give, too much weight to give or to put on one person. Another Page of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, Page of Wands in reverse, Page of Wands in reverse. Why do you... Oh, okay. Sadness. Spending a lot of time on grief and mourning about maybe this person that you feel is that you're something missing. Or a lot of time looking back on the past and clinging to the things that didn't work. So this type of thinking over and over about the things that you didn't like is keeping us in a different vibration than what we want. So there's something about this. Okay, let's get some advice from Spirit. There's Emperor energy. Standing in your own authority. All right, let's see. Let's get advice from Spirit with this tarot deck, Spacious Tarot, and we'll close out your reading with this. So last messages to wrap up. A lot of Aries here too, by the way. What didn't move forward? Some kind of journey too, feels like it, or a trip maybe didn't move forward, or vacation. Okay, there's the star. So good. Infinite possibilities. Things coming true for you that and for others. Hope being restored. It might be a past it could be like a past money loss or a situation within the connections of your wealth. Yeah, it could be like either giving away or loaning somebody money. Oh, it might have to do with that. There's the King of Pentacles. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, and then the Five of Pentacles as the challenge. So you're coming out of this. These are just money issues is what it is. They're money issues that you're dealing with. They're always temporary. The Wheel of Fortune being in reverse should let you know that, okay, yeah, they want me to describe that. So it's like a wave, like a sine wave, basically. If you're looking at luck and things like hard times. And so things go usually in waves or cycle, like, so when you're down and you're seeing like the worst of the worst for yourself and feeling like a lot of lack is around, it can be hard, but knowing that the only way to go is up from there is kind of what gets you into the frame of mind of infinite possibilities. Because the you that's successful is never limited to just one idea. The you that's successful is always trying out different possibilities and being open to new ones and even more ingenious ones than what you had. And so the only place you can go from here is up, and to look up at the stars too. That's an important, and don't forget the things that you've put passion into and hope into. The King of Swords, Five of Swords reverse. You can have authority without aggressive confrontation. I don't know if that's just an extra thing. And then there may be, this King of Swords is in the reverse. There may be a person who either just doesn't know their stuff, doesn't know what they're talking about, or needs more information for you, or maybe it's about needing to check out the rules, the regulations. This could be kind of maybe a rebellious energy, maybe needing some assistance in the face of adversity. There's the Nine of Cups, really. So find your inner authority. There's your Nine of Cups. Your wish granted is probably going to bring in a Tower moment, but it's going to be ultimately what you have attracted in. Okay, Virgo. So if you need a private reading, let me know in the description box below. I can be contacted there. And let's get into Oracle, Aura Reader. Oh. Tarot card reader, healer, teacher, guidance, spiritual knowledge. Aura reader, advisor, photographer, energy reader, news, media, TV, news, platform. And that's what I've got. Sending you light and love. Bye-bye.